Is artificial intelligence going to replace quality assurance jobs?
This is really a very good question, and I have been asked this question from a lot of people these days. Alright, so in this video, we are going to talk about whether the AIs can ever replace the QA jobs or not. As many of you know, that quality assurance or the QA, what we generally call, plays a very vital role in the software development life cycle. So in their roles, they find out defects before the end users start using the applications. So if the QAs do not find the defects, the end users will be frustrated seeing all of those errors, all of those issues occurring on their applications. So that is the reason why QA is very important. Alright, and talking about AI, so as most of you must have heard about AI as artificial intelligence, and with some of the bots that are coming out in the market, and most popular of them is ChatGPT, which is breaking the news a lot in these days. So today in this video, we are going to talk about this question or the confusion or the fear that whether the AI like ChatGPT or such similar bots would ever replace the work that the QAs are doing in their software development lifecycle. Alright, firstly, let's see this pie chart that shows you that 60% or about 60% of the defects are found out by the QA testers while applying their mindset, their critical thinking, and the scenarios that they think the end user would be applying on an application. Whereas the 40% defects that you see here on the pie chart are the ones that are identified by the execution of the test cases, which are directly drawn out of the requirements given by the client. So from this pie chart, we can clearly see that QA testers are playing a critical role in establishing the quality of the application. Why is it so important that the manual QA testers still should test the applications? So that is for the fact that the negative testing or the scenarios or the mindset that these QA testers apply on an application, wherein they are using their critical thinking ability and thinking out of the box while putting themselves in the customer's shoes to exactly understand how the application would be used by them when the application would be put into the production environment. So let's talk about an example wherein the requirement from the client is to test a video player. The requirement-based testing here will ensure that the video is being played properly and the video controls on the video player are being tested to make sure that they are functioning properly. However, as a QA tester, what we can do is start thinking out of the box and think of the scenarios wherein we are testing, wherein the end user may encounter a slow internet connection. So these are the cases that the QA tester will be able to think only when they are thinking out of the box and not limiting themselves just to the requirement. And to test such scenarios, the QA tester then can eventually make use of scripts in Fiddler or Charles proxy tools, and they can simulate a slow internet connection by throttling the bandwidth or by scripting for the packet loss scenarios over a good bandwidth. This kind of thinking is what makes QA invaluable in software testing. Now you might be thinking, what are the things that AI can still automate for the software testing process? So AI can come into the picture and create the test cases right from the requirements given by the client, or AI can also automate the regression suite that we have for the application. But AI would not be able to apply the critical thinking ability that the manual QA testers would be applying in testing any application. So in a nutshell, what I think is that AI and the QA manual testers can go hand in hand. In the areas where AI can help are the creation of the test cases or to automate the regression suite, whereas the critical thinking part or the scenarios that one has to think would still be taken care by the QA manual testers. So when we go hand in hand, I think it would be a great combination wherein we can reduce the effort, time, and cost that is spent on a project. So that is my view, and you are free to provide your comments and what you think about the AI is going to be replacing the QA jobs or not in the comments below.